right, to warm up, let's do 15 squats and 10 push-ups, and we're gonna do that 2 times through, so you can go at your own pace. Nice squats for 15. And then for the push-ups, you can do them on your knees or on your toes, depending on where you are right now, or you can do any kind of combination that you want. I'd be on my knees because of my hernia. And when you're ready, let's go for round 2. Great job. Good warm up. When you finish the warm up, depending on what kind of band you have, if you have a round one, you're just going to put that above your knees. If you have a long one, then you can take that around your legs above your knees and tie it. Either way, same effect. So just above the knee, and you can choose the tension. Mine is extra heavy, which I may end up regretting. We're going to start with our feet together, and we're going to do jump, kind of like a jumping jack squat, I guess is what we'll call it. So we're going to come out, squat, tap together, squat. You can either jump or you can step out, squat, step in. So it'll be like a in, out, quick step. If jumping isn't your thing, or if you have knees that don't like that, your call what you want to do. We're going to do 12. Great. After that hard one, just one leg at a time, practicing a little balance and stability. Slow up and down. $12 on each. When you're ready, we'll switch legs. Make sure you shift the weight. Nice and easy for 12. Good. Then, nice wide stance, toes out. I want you to watch your knees on this one, because sometimes it's easy to let them kind of turn in and even let yourself roll onto the inside of your foot. So press outward on the outside of your foot. Keep those knees lined up properly. Going for some nice deep sumo squats. You should really feel this in your hips and glutes. We're going to do 15. Keep those knees out. Great. After you finish that one, we're going to take the right foot first. It doesn't matter which one you do. Point the toe out, cross, out, cross, tap, tap. 12 on each. Then when you're ready to switch legs, same thing on the other side. Pointing the toe, getting a nice tap across, for 12. Great. We're going to slide the bands off for a little bit of core and floor work. So just set it aside. You will need it again. We're going to start at one end of our mat here, coming back and down here, and we're going to do a little crab walk. So you're going to lift your bottom up. We're going to crab walk, kind of side walk from one end of the mat to the other. When you get to the other end, you're going to come forward, reach your opposite hand across, tap each toe, right to left, left to right, and walk back. We're going to come down and back on the mat, so down and back 4 times. So that was my first one. I'm starting on my second. Good job. That's a really hard one. Feels good when you finish it. All right. We're going to come into a push-up position here. Hands and toes. And we're going to do some side rotations to each side. So coming onto hands and toes, rotate up, open the chest, rotating to each side 5 times. Total of 10. Great. All right. Again, not super easy, not the worst thing we can do. We're gonna stay in that position on toes. You can drop down to your knees if you need to. So if you need to drop down to your knees, coming into a push-up position here. If not, stay up on your toes here. And we're gonna step forward, 1 foot at a time, up toward the hand and back, 5 on each side. When you finish that, we're coming back up. We're going to put our bands back up over our knees. And if you've decided that for your second set, the band you chose has too much tension or too much resistance, you can always switch it out. No problem. So give you a second to get your band back on. Whew. All right. I'm going to start with some squats. 12 nice deep squats. Good. All right. We're going to do our jumping jack squats for 12. And your choice. You can either step out, out, squat, in, out, out, squat, in. Or you could jump. Up to you. We're going to do 12. Whew, that gets your heart rate up. All right, one leg at a time. We're gonna do our side leg raise, coming out and in at the same speed for 12. And it's a slow one. When you're ready, switch legs. Great job. That one starts to get a little bit harder after you get a few repetitions in. Next, we're going to do our sumo squats or our plie squats where we turn our toes out really wide, keeping our knees out. We're going to do 15 of these. Should really feel it in the hips and glutes. When we finish that one, we're gonna start, doesn't matter which leg, tap the toe out to the side, point it out as far as you can, and then swing it across in front. Good one for balance. 12 on each leg. The more tension you have on your band, the harder. Very good. When you're ready to switch, switch legs. Good work. All right, we're gonna take the band off and come back onto the mat. Keep your band nearby because we are gonna use it again, so keep it nearby. We're coming back down for the sidewinder plank walk or crab walks. So down and back 4 times. At each end, you're gonna touch your opposite hand to the toe, so right to left, left to right. And try to keep that bottom off the ground the whole time. That's the hard part. Hit my door stopper. All right. Also one that gets the heart rate up. Whew. Okay, we're gonna do our plank rotations. So remember, if you need to come onto your knees, you can. You'll just come into a push-up position here. Otherwise, we're doing a high plank or a push-up position, hands and toes. 5 rotations in each direction. Good. Not easy, but good. All right. Coming down onto your knees if you need to rest for a second. And then we're gonna come back up onto our toes and we're gonna bring one foot up at a time toward the hand, just coming as close as we can, realizing that the level of flexibility in your hips is really gonna impact this one. But the second set should feel a little easier and freer than the first. Each side again. We're going to stay on the mat and we are going to use these bands again. So go ahead and put your band back over your knees for the last time for this workout. We're gonna come onto our side here first. And what we're doing is similar to what we did standing. We're gonna come up and down, 12 on this exercise, up and down, same speed going up and down. And it's really important because a lot of times we think of like the upward motion and just let it fall down. Super important to control that downward motion. Good. We're going to bring the leg up in front here and come up underneath for 12. So that knee up and down for 12 underneath. When you finish, you can extend your legs. We're going to bring the legs up together at the same time. So here's what that looks like. Up, and we're going to come up like that. Let's do 10. All right, and when you finish that set, change sides. So on the other side, we'll start with the side leg raises for 12. Same speed up and down. Good, and then we cross over in front here and bring that lower leg up and down for 12. We extend both legs again, and we bring both legs up for 10. Coming on to hands and knees. So hands and knees next. What I would like you to do here, so we're on our hands and knees, pull the abs in so that they're engaged, and we're kind of thinking about our midsection having a band around it, and just pulling everything in, up and in nice and tight. So holding here, everything's up, in, nice and tight. Alternating legs, just extending straight back. What I want you to pay the most attention to when you extend here is that you don't roll the hips. That both hips stay pointing down at the ground. It's nice and slow, alternating sides. Everything in the core stays tight, and we're going to do 10 on each, or a total of 20. Great. All right. So that was our last exercise. What we're gonna do now is a plank for 90 seconds. If you can't hold it for 90 seconds, that's okay. If you need to drop down to your knees or come up into a down dog and rest briefly, totally fine. I'm gonna do my plank on my knees because of my hernia, my abdominal hernia here. But we're gonna go for 90 seconds. So breathe deeply, hold the core nice and tight, do the very best you can. And let's get this over with. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Planks are tough, so doing your best is all we can ask for. We're at the halfway point. $30 more seconds. Keep breathing. You can do this. Three, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, now we can all take a deep breath because it's over. Good job.